Hello, welcome to my guitar tutorial video. My name is Chris. Today we're going to learn how to play the guitar solo of Desperate by Nocturnal Bloodlust. どうもクリスです。今回はノクブラの Desperate のギターソロを弾いてみましょう。Before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more guitar tutorial videos. Also, I would like to make a special shout out to Naisai Yang for making a generous donation through Venmo. Thank you so much. For those of you interested in making a donation to support the channel, you can check my description box for my PayPal and Venmo information. So thank you again, Naisai, for making this donation. Since you requested me to make this video, this one's for you. Okay, let's start with the tuning. So if you're gonna play the guitar solo, you could actually just do 6-string standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. But yeah, if you wanna play the rhythm guitar, you should take out the 7-string guitar if you have one, okay? So the 7-string is the low B. Then we got standard tuning. E, A, D, G, B, E. So we're in the key of B minor. Okay, and the tempo is 160. Let's get started. Alright, so I divided this guitar solo into 6 different parts. Let's start with section 1. So section 1, we're going to start with a bend, long note, and a bunch of pull-offs, alright? Alright, so we start with these double stop bends. 4 beats, and then we end up in G16 for 4 beats also. Okay, and then we're gonna slide into the E string 17. And then we're gonna do a bunch of pull-offs. And then here we're doing hammer-ons to end all the series of pull-offs. So okay, and then we're gonna play this G15. So this part's a little bit of pivotal. Then you start doing all picking, really. You know, the thing about this, it's like really fast, and it's kind of like you want to get this like crazy kind of like sporadic kind of sound. You want it kind of chaotic, so you don't have to try to play this exactly all the time. You know, as long as you get this kind of weird, crazy sound and it sounds clear somewhat, then I think it's good. So let me play that again. Alright, let's move on to the second section. Alright, section 2 is continuing on with the similar idea to section 4. So a bunch of pull-offs. So E string, we're going to start with 4 notes here. So which is 19, 17, 15, 14. And then B string, we got only 3 notes here, so it's 19, 17, 15. So we do that phrase for what, 6 times total. So something like that. And then one thing I want to mention, make sure to mute the B string here with your the tip of your index finger. 人差し指の先っぽを使って B の弦をミュートしてください。So if you don't do that, when you kind of come off of playing the B string pull-offs, you might unintentionally do a little pull-off open B. So in order to avoid that, just mute it. So. Yeah. Also, I want to mention the E string, the last note of the E string here, E14, and the first note of the B string, which is the B19. They're the same note. It's like F sharp. So when you're playing this line, make sure both F sharps are ringing out really nicely, nice and clear. you get a nice effect if you do it. All right, so we got. So that's like 6 times, right? And then we do this E string pull off only for 3 straight times. So like that. And then we do this crazy bend, large vibrato. All right, and you can slide down and then slide back up. G15, B14, B15, and then pick 15 and slide to 17 with your middle finger. Okay, so make sure that's middle finger. So the next part, you're actually going to use the same finger on the same string over here on the 10th fret when you're going to bend it. So anyways, yeah, let's not move up there yet. So let me play the whole thing of section 2. Alright, if you're ready, let's move on to section 3. Alright, this is section 3. So this part is more melodic. I would say it's probably one of the easier parts of the guitar solo. And has a bunch of pinch harmonics. So I hope you're good at doing pinch harmonics, alright? Alright, so let me play it slowly first. Alright, so we're going to start with that B string 10th fret bend whole step. So B12 is your target note, which is a B, and since the key is B minor, you want to nail that. You want to make sure you nail that note. So when you're coming off of that bend, you want to do a big vibrato, you know, like that. Okay, and then after this, you want to try to do all pinch harmonics as much as you can. So when you slide into the B8 fret, pick that with the pinch harmonics. And then G7 harmonics. Then we're going to slide to D9. Pinch harmonics too if you can. When you move it to the G string there too, also try pinch harmonics. And then B string as well when you slide it from 8 to 10. And then again at G7. And then lastly, we're going to slide to the D7 pinch harmonics. You guessed it. Like that, alright? So let me play that whole thing one more time. Alright, so I didn't quite nail all of the harmonics, but it's not the end of the world if you didn't. But try to hit as many of them as you can. Alright, and it'll sound pretty cool, sound very close to the original recording. Alright, if you're ready, let's move on to the next part. Alright, we're at section 4. So this part is quite difficult. It's very complex and very technical. So yeah, let me play it slowly first. Okay, so we're gonna start with the G string hammer-ons. 4 notes, right? So yeah, open 6, 7, 9. Now we're gonna do a hammer on the B string, open to 7. Okay, and then I'm gonna do up picks here for G8 and D9. So we're gonna do down, up, up. Okay, make sure you hit that D note, right? Okay, and then next part's pretty tricky because you're gonna move to the E string, so it's gonna be tricky for the right hand. So you gotta skip a couple strings. We're gonna slide to the E string 15. Then we're gonna do a bunch of pull-offs on the B string. 15, 13, 12. And after that, we're gonna use the right hand to tap here. 17. So again, we're going to pull off 15, 13, 12. So, and then we end it with the G, 14, 12. And here, I think it's optional to pick the G string here. I don't think you have to, because I just kind of did it without, I just kind of tapped it. But if you want, you could pick it too. Just don't pick it too hard. You can try to pick it, go. Yeah, so up to you. So, and after that, we do this wacky little arpeggio. It's not quite like an E minor triad. It's like I don't know what kind of triad this is. It's a wacky, I call it a wacky triad. So anyway, a wacky arpeggio. It's not really a triad, really. Okay. And after that, the recording version, it goes something like this. Alright, so basically pinch harmonic on the B string, 17, and then it goes to 19 and 20. So E, F sharp, G, so something like that. Yeah, something like that. But in a live situation, it's impossible to do because you need time to switch your left hand from underhand to overhand for the next section. So that's why I think in live situation, Kazuki doesn't really play it like that in the recording. Just like the recording, he would play just this B17. And that's it, and then he's gonna go into the overhand part. Okay, so what I did is I kind of figured, I kind of like the way it's done in the recording, so I try to emulate it by just going like this. Yeah, like this. So what I did was I just played the B17 pitch harmonics here, slide to the 19, and tap the 20 with my right hand. So when I tap the 20 with my right hand, my left hand gets some time to move into this overhand part. So it's kind of like best of both worlds. So if you want to try that out, be my guest, But hey, you could do what Kazuki did, which is, just plays that one note, which is nothing wrong with that. I think you get more time to move into this part, because I think it is really risky to go into this with like very little prep time. So I think maybe try it like this first, and then practice that, and then maybe when you get more comfortable, you can try my way. Yeah, the cool thing is when you tap the B string here on the 20th fret, you keep your right hand middle finger here, which will work with the next section. So you can kind of continue on like that. Alright, so let me play the whole section again for you. Alright, so if you're ready, let's move on to section number 5. Alright, section number 5. This is our favorite part. I think like a lot of people are going to just skip to this section, right? So, I don't care about the other parts of the solo. I just want to learn how to play this part. So to be honest with you, I'm not quite the expert in this technique, the overhand technique. I do more on that with acoustic guitar more than electric guitar. So, but anyways, when I first listened to the solo and also watched the music video, I was like, wow, that looks really ridiculous, and I thought it was kind of unnecessary. But after trying this out, though, I thought it was actually a really cool technique to learn. So I hope you enjoy this. 多分このギターソロの一番面白いところはここの部分ですよね。多分みんなここでスキップしてここだけ見てたりしてね。まあいいですよ、いいですよ。正直このテクニックは別にすごい得意わけではないんですが、まあいろいろ練習してここまで弾けたんで、こんな感じで弾いてみてください。So let me play that slowly for you. Okay, so let's start with the left hand. So left hand, basically the index finger is G string, middle finger is B string, and E string is ring finger. 人差し指が G の弦で、中指が B、それで薬指は Eの弦ですね。So we're gonna start like this. So basically there are arpeggios, 3 different chords actually. So start with this one. So it goes like that. So G9, B8, and E7. So like that, okay? So first you want to tap G9, but don't hold it. And then we got B8. Hold that one because you're gonna, when you add the right hand, you're gonna know why. And then E7, ring finger. You're gonna tap it twice, like that. Something like that, okay? And then we're gonna move on to the next chord, which is like a D chord. So it's actually G11, B10, and E10. So again, G string, the first note, we just tap it, don't hold it. And then B10, hold. And then E10, you also hold this time. Just once, so tap once. Tap and hold. So that's the second chord. And the third chord is like a G chord. So it's G12, B12, and E10. So again, G string, first note, we're gonna just tap it, don't hold it. B string 12, you tap and hold. And then E10, hold again, tap and hold. Like that, eh? This one's a little more harder, I think. But yeah, do it slowly. So far we got. Okay, so now after that we're gonna go back to the D chord, so same pattern. Sorry, so you gotta hold the B string. So far we got. And we're gonna go back to E minor, so same thing, same pattern when you do E minor. So you gotta tap E string and 7th fret twice. Then lastly we go to the D chord one last time. And that's it. And then that's when you switch to underhand. So yeah, let me do the left hand only one more time. So like that, and then you do you're gonna position 12th fret, 12, 15, like that, okay? Alright, so let's add the right hand now. So the right hand, I'm gonna use the middle finger and the ring finger, okay? So 2 fingers. So 右手は指2つ使いますね。So we're gonna do this. The first thing is tap B12, middle finger. Then we're gonna tap left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. So right hand and pinky, actually not pinky, ring finger on the B13. So this is ring finger. This is also ring finger. Ring, 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 right? Kusuri, kusuri, kusuri. Sorry. And then we're gonna tap G12. I'm using my middle finger, so ring, middle on the right hand. Something like that. So that's the first chord. Next chord is the D chord. We're gonna start with right hand tap, middle finger. And then when we get to the E string, so both ring finger, right? Like that. And then tap G14, middle finger. So it'll go like this. Okay. Then the next chord, the last chord is G chord. So we got And then again, when we get to the E string, both ring fingers. And then we're gonna tap G16. Alright, so let's do that whole thing again, all together so far. So yeah, that's it, right? And then so after that, we go back to the D chord, so same pattern, same exact pattern. Okay, and then we go back to E minor, same pattern. So this part, E minor, we tap the E string left hand twice, right? That's the only chord where we do that. So like that. And then we move back to the D chord. So this is the last part. So this is where it's different. When we go to the E10 on the left hand, we tap the E15 on middle finger, right hand. And if you can, try to use your ring finger for the 17. Like that. So while you're doing that's when your left hand goes from overhand to left hand. That's your chance to move. That's the only time you could do that. So I just messed that up. Like that, okay? So let me try that again. The whole thing, okay? Yeah, so that last part, I forgot to mention. You wanna, I'm using my ring finger to tap the B string 17 because my middle finger is up here. It's too far to move, I think, so I'm just using my ring finger. So that's what I'm doing. So so you tap 17, pull off 12, and then hammer on 15. So over and over again. And then you do that little bend on the B15, alright? So yeah, so this part is really difficult, so just practice it very slowly, alright? So let me try that again when we're done. Alright, if you're ready, let's move on to the next part. Alright, so if you made it this far, congratulations, because the last two sections was pretty brutal. This last part, thankfully, it's easier. It's slow. So yeah, let me play it for you. Okay, so pretty simple. We're gonna start with the E14 bend. So a little quick half step bend here. Then when we do B15, let's do a pinch harmonics once again. Then we're gonna move to the E string. Yeah, so when we bend that E17, we're gonna do a whole step bend, so that's the target B note, which is what the E string 19. And then you kind of slide down like this, so. And then you get ready to do open B string pinch harmonic, and then whammy away. That wasn't really good, so yeah, that was better. Yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much it. Alright, so let me play the whole solo at a slower tempo. Alright guys, so I hope you survived that guitar tutorial video. I hope this was helpful to you. If so, please hit the like button and also hit subscribe for more guitar tutorial videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. また次回のビデオでお会いしましょう。じゃあね。